Hello. Today we are going to do some reading. Let's read a story about two kids and what they found one day they were cleaning. Alex and Sam were cleaning Alex's room when Sam found a photograph from Alex's parents in New York City. Alex, look at this photograph. What is it about? It is about your parents in New York City. Wow, long time no see this photo. I think they were walking around the city. Actually, they are looking for something. Look! And we can see that they are pointing out to something. Pointing. You're right. I remember my dad told me they were looking for the Central Park Zoo. You know Central Park Zoo, you know? It's the same that appears in that movie that it's called Madagascar. Central Park Zoo. Penguins. Bonitos y gorditos. But Sam says, I don't think so. They are pointing to the Statue of Liberty. And here you have the Lady of Liberty. I don't think so. They are pointing to the Statue of Liberty. You're right. Also, they were planning to go there, but it was too expensive. Too expensive. Oh, yes, it is. Look, these are the prices in a regular day. More than $20, more than 400 pesos per person. I'm going to look for more pictures. And here we can see some pictures of New York City, the Brooklyn Bridge, a picture on the top of the Empire State, the Strawberry Fields Memorial for John Lennon, Times Square, Wall Street, and many, many other things that you can find in that glorious city in New York City. But why am I showing you that dialogue? Well, take a look. Here we have the dialogue that we just read about Alex and Sam when they were cleaning, and Sam found a photograph from Alex's parents. In the conversation, Alex says that his parents were walking around the city. Sam says they were looking, or they are looking for something in that time. They were looking for Central Park Zoo. They also were planning to go to the Statue of Liberty, to Ellis Island. But they didn't because it was too expensive. And finally Alex says, I'm going to look for more pictures. And Sam says, that's a great idea. Let's do it. The important part here is to recognize that we have times, conjugations, verbs that are in past continuous, back in the time when they were speaking and the action was developing. So this is what we need to understand. We need to understand that there is a timeline, that we have several tenses when we are speaking. Remember that we have past, present, and future, and that during the conversation we have several phrases that are being used. Alex's parents visited New York City long time ago, 10 years ago, probably before Alex was born. During that time, 10 years ago, one of those days on September 20th maybe, Alex's parents were walking around New York City. So here we have the verb to be was and where. Singular, plural. And when we use a transitive form, a continuous form of the past, we can say was or were plus another verb and the ending ing. Were walking. Were walking. This is to speak about an action that happened in the past. Una acción que sucedió en el pasado mientras la pareja de padres de Alex estaban ahí en Nueva York hace 10 años. Now here we have the present. Sam and Alex are friends. They are friends here in this year, in the present. Today's date. In the morning maybe, Sam and Alex are cleaning in present. And here we also have the verb to be in present. Is and are for more than one, for plural, is for singular, he, she, it. And for plurals, like you in plural and you in singular as well, they and we use the word are. And this is continuous, a situation, an action that is happening while we are speaking. You and me, we are speaking and something is happening at the same time. That is called present continuous. I am speaking to you. You are listening to me. Yo te estoy hablando. Tú estás escuchando. Presente continuo, present continuous. And also we have expressions for future. They will look for more pictures. Ellos buscarán más imágenes, más fotos. Future. And the other expression for future is this one. Is going to. Va a. We have seen this probably before in 3rd grade. If you were with me, we were using these expressions in 3rd grade. In this case, will changes the verb, the action, into a future situation. Buscar, buscarán. While is going to just mentions what they are about to do in the future. Going to, van a, vas a. Vas a buscar. You're going to look for more pictures. We are going to look for more pictures. And basically, this is how we manage the timelines. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Past, yesterday, 1 month ago, 1 year ago, 10 years ago. Present, today, this moment. Future, in 1 hour from now, 1 day, tomorrow maybe, next month, next year. Future. Past, the verb changes. Remember, regular verbs ends with ed, like here, visited. Present, we are going to use is or are, and future we are going to use will or going to. But let's talk about something that you normally do. Some actions that you perform every day, your daily habits, things that you do every day. In this case, here are some things that you normally do. Putting your clothes on, doing your homework, playing soccer maybe, brushing your teeth, eating breakfast, showering, taking a shower, going to school, cleaning. Well, I want you to help me with this. Please, in these squares that you find in the corners, write the number. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. Order the activities that you do in a normal day, in a regular day. Remember, think like you were going to school, something that sadly we are not doing at this moment. So, which is the first thing you do in the morning? And then come with the rest. I'm going to give you some time so you can think about it. So, what is the first thing that you do in the morning? Well, let me tell you what I would normally do. Déjame te digo cuál es la secuencia que yo normalmente tomaría. Quizá la tuya sea un poco diferente. Maybe yours is a little different. So, let's think about it. Maybe the first thing that you do after waking up, después de despertarte, the first thing that you normally do is this. Take a shower. Showering. What is the next one? Well, it might be eating your breakfast. Desayuno. Is that right? Maybe it is. Let's look for the next one. What is the third one? You're right. Brushing your teeth because you had your breakfast. That's why you need to brush your teeth. Brushing my teeth. Now what about the next one? Well, of course, putting your clothes on. Dressing up. The next one. Which of the following activities you will do next? Doing your homework, playing soccer, going to school, or cleaning? You're right. Going to school. Absolutely right. And after you go to school and you come back to your house, to your home, what is the next thing that you will do? Well, probably have some lunch, right? But after that, you need to do your homework. Doing homework will be the next thing that you need to do. And after doing your hard work, of course, you need to help it also at home, right? So probably you need to do some cleaning. So number 7 is doing some cleaning. And finally, of course, after you have done all that, of course, you need to entertain yourself. So you can go and do some sports. Maybe you can play your video games. In this case, we wrote playing soccer as a following up activity. So this can be the last activity, the 8th one. Okay, so in this case, we identify the daily activities that we normally take. Showering, eating breakfast, brushing my teeth, putting my clothes on, going to school, do homework after returning home, do some cleaning, help at home, and finally take some time for myself, playing soccer, playing video games, etc. As I said before, this is something that maybe you are doing in a different way, in a different order. But basically these are activities that you normally do. This becomes, as I said before, habits, hábitos diarios. And in this case, they are important, and normally you're going to tell them like that. I walk to the school, I put my clothes on, I take a shower, and if we're going to describe what other person is doing, let's imagine you have a friend, and his name is Juan, a friend of yours, Juan. Juan brushes his teeth. Juan puts his clothes on. Juan eats his breakfast. Juan does his homework. This is another way to describe it. This becomes part of the simple present, but we are going to talk about in future classes. For now, that's all. Let's take a break, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Bye!